Right, ladies and gentlemen, we move on once again with Amateur K1, so would you please welcome your fighters to the cage. This is Amateur K1 over 3 2-minute rounds of action in the strawweight division. And in the blue corner, she weighed in at 49.6 kg. She represents Team Kenshiro, Laura Evans. And her opponent across the cage, she weighed in at 48.8 kg. She represents KO, the next generation, Murato. Your referee for this one, Mr. Andrew Nichols.
Strawweight amateur K1 action. We have Laura Evans from Team Kenshiro fighting from the blue corner versus Murato from KO Next Generation out of the red. And Laura Evans in the black shorts, and we can see Aiko in the white shorts.
And you can see already a pattern here, Dean, with Laura bursting forward, but Aiko's good off the centre line and turning defence into attack with good movement. Laura looking to walk her down and immediately throw the knee, and you will see our referee, Mr. Andrew Nichols, split them immediately in the clinch unless they're working straight away.
Okay, using some good footwork and some fakes. She'll often fake those hands out and go to a different combination.
Yeah, Laura, the more traditionally aggressive here, coming forward straight down the channel, looking to throw the rear leg and hand. But Aiko, as you said, I'm impressed already with her movement.
Evans Looking for the high kicks there, but she needs to set those up with punches. There we go, the 1-2. Nice knee on the inside from Evans, but she eats a shot from Aiko.
Well, it's traditional aggression from Laura here, pushing forward, looking to throw that lead hand, then the leg, and Aiko matching fire with fire. It's nicely balanced at the moment, Dean.
Evans is switching that stance as she comes forward. She's got to be careful about walking onto shots there.
Well, as you said, when you switch the stance and you walk forward like that, you can double the impact of the counter-attack. But you know what, Dean, there's a fluidity to both of them here that's making this a very exciting open round. There's a freedom about both their work. They're happy to take shots to land their own, and it's made it a very exciting opening to the round.
Evans just landed a nice right hand there. Let's see if she's going to set that up. Oh, looks like Aiko's wobbled here.
But you see again the way she's happy to stand and trade and throw shots back. Now she's worn that well. She's smiling at her opponent now. That can hint that you're damaged, but I felt a very good, even opening round with a freedom of expression from both ladies.
A nice feeling out process, some nice right hands being displayed by Evans, and Aiko with that footwork. It's almost like she's trying to draw Evans in. Exciting to see how this unfolds. Round two. Evans taking center cage, looking for that teep kick. Nice combinations there from Evans. We're working that boxing, but she's walking onto those shots. Just be careful about coming straight forward like that. You see the way she wades in there with her chin out.
Well, the thing she wasn't prepared for was this time, unlike the beginning of the first round, Aiko Murato stood her ground in the centre of the cage with her and fired back immediately, whereas in the first round, the movement that you see now, Aiko put in, so it was a good tactic from her as Laura came forward. She just stood there and traded, but that's what you always run the risk of, and that's why this is such a good bout between them. They're happy to do this to get their own shots in.
Aiko seems like she's looking for that right hand counter. She's trying to come over the top as Evans comes in, but Evans did a good job of looking for the knee. And you can see in the corner between rounds, Kenny Moisten was asking for her to put the body shots in and use the uppercuts. There we go, we see the uppercuts and the body shots, beautiful stuff. She's learning and she's listening perfectly here in the second round, Malcolm.
Well, for the first time, Aiko there looked under pressure, blinking. That left eye has taken punishment. She's blinking heavily from it, and that right hand is finding its target again, and you just feel that the momentum now, as you rightly said, is with Laura Evans as she pushes forward. And it's the variety of the work, as you rightly mentioned, that is now finally putting Aiko Murato under pressure.
Evans, the more active fight, she's looking for the punch. Oh, beautiful left hand there by Evans. And I love the way she's sinking the knee, and every time she's constantly racking up the points and doing damage.
But more importantly, look where Aiko is, up against the cage with her back to it, which stops that movement we saw earlier, and then it becomes double because the work that Laura is unable to do slows her down even more. So it just builds, and what she's done is she's taken the bounce out of the legs of Aiko Murato.
Evans is drawing Aiko into this fight now. She's forcing her to work up against the cage at close range, and like you said, the footwork of Aiko was paramount, and at the moment this is being shut down by Laura Evans.
Which made it a big round for her in my book, the blue corner. As you said, she listened to her corner, she did everything right, and she took the spring right out of Aiko Murato, forced her to fight with the back against the cage, and to be honest, she came off second best in all those exchanges. It was a great tactical switch.
Round 3. And watch for Laura Evans to light Aiko up. She's going to try and back her to the fence like that, and as soon as Aiko moves around, she's going to try and cut her off with a kick. So Aiko's got to think about circling. Oh, nice knee by Aiko. She's got to circle out now. She can't be forced back to the cage, Malcolm.
And I had a feeling that Aiko would make a tactical change as well, because we've got two very good camps here, two very good corners. And what Aiko's done now is step off the centre line to get her own work going, so she's not being forced directly back, causing Laura to think again. Aiko is not so keen. She's been told, make sure your back is into that canvas. And I think the tactics from both girls will decide who wins this third round, because Aiko, as you can see, is less keen to feel that wire against her back.
Evans very happy to press forward, constantly throwing in the punches. She's listening perfectly to her coach. He said line her up with the punches and cut her off with the kicks and knees.
That knee hurt. That knee really slowed Aiko down. That said, her own right hand is working well. And Laura bit down on the gum shield to fire back. This has become a war of attrition in the third round between these two girls, because both have done what we expected from good camps. They've changed their tactics to keep this fight very even.
Evans is keeping that pressure on, very important in the judge's eyes, looking for the uppercut. Beautiful body kick from Laura.
It's the work to the body for me that will win this fight for her. That knee that sunk into the body just before the kick as well. It's taking its toll on Aiko. And Laura, although she takes shots, is pushing forward with that knee the whole time.
Oh, that knee sunk in deep. Aiko noticeably hurt from that knee, comes back in. She's got to make sure she circles off, just like that, Malcolm.
Full credit to both ladies. It's been an absolute superb bout. And both have adapted and come back with different tactics to force their opponent to re-evaluate. And Aiko's really played a part. I just feel the determination of Laura Evans and the variety will take this for her in what has been a very good fight indeed.
Key there was the pressure from Laura Evans. We saw some footwork from Aiko early on, but it seemed to dwindle away just purely because Evans did a great job of firing those punches and cutting her off with the kicks and knees. But we will go to a judge's scorecard to see who's won this one. LFC 12.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a battle between these two women. Please, let's hear for both your fighters in the cage. What a superb bout. And these two warriors have taken us to a split decision. But that decision is in favor of the red corner, Aiko Murato.